Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amir Bahari, and we'll begin today's program by the recitation of some verses of the Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من 1000 شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر صدق الله العظيم. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amir Bahari, and we are broadcasting live from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, in Sole Provider by Amir and Friends. My name is Amir Bahari, and tonight I'm joined by my co-host, Sharina. And also together tonight, we are very blessed to have two special guests in the IT industry. Number one is Dr. Lallan. Say hi, Dr. Lallan. And we are also joined by Aiza, our chapter's mobile app developer from MadCat World. Say hello to everyone, Aiza. Okay, right. And the first segment tonight is for everybody to introduce themselves. Please tell everybody what is your name, your company, your designation, what does your company do, and who is the referral that you are looking for. You'll be given 2 minutes. At the end of the 2 minutes, I will sound the bell like this. That means it's time to wrap up and pass the baton to the next person. And I will start today the introduction by giving Sharina the right to the floor. Over to you, Shar.
Good evening. So, my name is Sharina and I work in sterilization. The company I work for, MedClean, specializes in eradicating viruses, bacteria, and mold in the indoor environment very effectively. I would like to be introduced to owners and operators of kindergartens and private education so that we can work together with them to make the schools safe for our children to go back to when the holidays are over. Back to you, Amir.
Thank you, Sharina. So, ladies and gentlemen, if your children go to school and you want to make sure that they stay healthy, why don't everybody pull in some money? Give Shar a call and make sure that your kids go to school healthy and come home healthy. So next, I would like to pass the mic to Dr. Lallan. Over to you, Dr. Lallan.
Thank you, Amir. So, hi everyone. My name is Dr. Lallan. Basically, I'm an ethical hacker. So my company name is Blue Micro Solutions, Sdn Bhd. I'm the managing director there and also the founder. So what we do, actually, we go to government sectors. We actually check or we do testings on the security on the websites or on the softwares and all their systems. So we will ethically hack to check the systems. So at the same time, we also train participants and train many government sectors on ethical hacking subjects, which is computer security. It's a kind of computer security. So the difference is that we will ethically hack. That means we will try to intrude or try to cause a simulation of harm to the computer systems. So, I mean, I'm looking for trainers, lecturers, any government sectors or any government-linked companies where I can introduce my ethical hacking subjects to them so that they can improve their network security in their organizations. So all my courses are recognized from the Canadian institutions. So we will actually introduce all our participants and make sure they get certified in the ethical hacking certification. So back to you, Amir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lallan. So if you want to know whether the system you have in the office, your servers, your website are totally cool, are totally foolproof, please invite Dr. Lallan because he can tell you where is the loophole and the hole in the loop. Okay, so anything IT, please talk to our Dr. Lallan. Next, I would like to invite Aiza to introduce herself. Aiza, the floor is yours for 2 minutes.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Aiza. I'm a mobile application developer. So right now we have a new product that we're working on. It's called Kita Jaga Kita. So this is to help communities be able to connect to each other. So if you're looking to support businesses, services, and the people in your community, we would like to invite you to come on board. I'm looking for a resident association who will work together with us. So what we want to do is not just to promote businesses and services. We also want to be able to help those in the community who needs some extra food, this and that. So we wanted to do it through this app called Kita Jaga Kita. So if anybody knows any resident association, please do connect them to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aiza. So for Kita Jaga Kita, if you are from the resident association, okay, and you would like to have a system where every members in the community can connect and take care of each other, which is Kita Jaga Kita, please give Aiza a call, yeah? Or if you can't, if in case you cannot find them, my phone number is on the screen. Or you can always go to the Facebook of BNI Ampang, okay, to meet any one of us in person. Because the next in line is myself. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. My name is Amir Bahari, and I am from the legal firm. I'm a partner in the legal firm Bahari and Bahari. What do? I specialize in the area of love. On weekends, I help my clients to fall in love. Why? Because I am a pre-marriage course trainer. So how do I know whether they are in love? Very easy. When they have jelly necks and jelly knees. How do I do that? How do I know? Just go to the cinemas and you'll see those headless couples. What they do in the movie, I don't know. Maybe a movie in a movie like YouTube. And people who are in love will usually sing a song. And it goes something like this. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? On Monday to Friday, I help my clients, my job change. I help my clients who fall into the love trap or they suffer from love breakdown. That means I help my clients to file their divorce documents at the Syariah court. I help them to come to a settlement. And most important thing is I help them to move on in life. My specialty is to turn lemon to lemonade. But people like Dr. Lallan, Aiza, and Sharina who are experts say, Amir, anybody can turn a lemon to the lemonade. So my other specialty is to turn mango to mangosteen. This one not many people can do. Very magic. Okay, right. So because why? Because people, how do I know people who are divorced? Very easy, by the song that they sing. And the song goes something like, who is the girl I see staring there back at me when my reflection shows who I am inside. On my free time, between Saturday to Friday, my job is to help my clients to write their love letters. Love letters come in the form of wills, trust, Islamic trust, and hibah, because they know that one day they will check out from this world and they will go to the other world hotel. And people who do these documentations will also sing a song, and it goes something like this. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. Now, this week, I would like to meet your friends who are going through these three phases. Number one, your friends who like to complain to you about their husband or their wife during office hour, 1 hour talking over the phone. Hello, brother, sister, you are not psychiatrist. You are not a trained counselor. So pass them over to me. Give me half an hour and 300 ringgit. I know how to fix the problem. Number two, please refer me to your friends who are getting married, because for those who are getting married, I will help them to prepare the marriage agreement. With the marriage agreement, things like, hey, how come my husband never give me allowance? How come my husband always come home and always tell me never to ask any question? How come my husband, his handphone I cannot touch? So all these questions will be addressed in the marriage agreement. And number three, please refer me to your friends whose parents or spouse has passed away, because I can help them to do estate administration. That means I can change. I can, once the person passes on or die, we can go to the bank and take out the money and distribute to everybody. But please don't forget my legal fees. And also, whoever their land, if the name of the deceased, we can transfer to the name of the beneficiaries in the fastest time possible. Okay, and with that, we go to our next section, which is straight to the point. And Aiza, I would like to give you the first to fire. How shall I say? To start the question. Over to you, Aiza.
Amir, you are asking Aiza the question lah.
Tak apa, you pun boleh. Jalan je, tak apa. So you are asking Dr. Lallan.
Huh.
Jalan.
Okay. Dr. Lallan, you're in the firing line. Tak ada lah, just kidding. Okay, so question. So we have a situation where the lady in question has already, is going through a divorce, and suddenly her reputation gets tarnished on social media. The hospital server, the place where she works, the server is hacked. Like, her name is Mud out there on this in the digital world. As an ethical hacker, what can a person do to stop this happening? What kind of care, what kind of steps can she take to protect her reputation from a smear campaign?
Thank you, Sharina, for the question. So if someone is already being tarnished on the Facebook or from Instagram, so first thing is they have to go to the Suruhanjaya Komunikasi Malaysia and make a report on that incident. All right, so they will also have their steps on how to avoid this. So the first thing they have to understand, tarnishing someone on the web, you can take a case on that person. You can take a case under the Computer Crimes Act 1997. So you can take a case and you can lodge a police report. So if someone tells, let's say for example, this person is holding hands and they post it on the Facebook and say this person having an affair, it's not true. If it's not true and if it's proven, yes, you can first thing make a police report. Second thing is go to the Suruhanjaya Komunikasi Malaysia. They will tell you the steps on how to take away these pictures and make a report. And then, of course, if you have the time and the money, you can, of course, sue this person who has tarnished your name on the internet. And of course, the one I can advise people is try to create a small video to explain the whole situation. So sometimes people get lost because, like, for example, some of my friends, they got tarnished. I'm lost because they do not have a video explaining about the whole situation. If they explain it, that will actually help further, right? So these are little things that you can do to protect yourself. And another thing is when the websites, when they create a website, make sure you engage a website company that has a little bit of ethical hacking skills, so at least your websites get some protection. So if not, people who don't like you, they might start posting things that you don't like on the website and spoil your company's name. And for more information, blogs, if people write bad things about you in their blogs, yes, you can make a report on this. It's not right. You can report about the content itself and who is this person. So you check their profile about the person tarnishing about other people. You take their profile, take their pictures, put it in proper Microsoft Word document, and pass it to the authorities. All right, back to you, Shaina.
Okay, so what happens if we've gotten that evidence, we've reported it to the right authorities? What can they actually do? Can they take the site down? Can they make it happen quickly so that the reputation doesn't get tarnished any further? Like, how fast are we talking here?
You see, the Facebook and Instagram and all the social media it's not in any of our control. The sad truth is all these things are out of our country. It's not in the Malaysian authorities. What the Malaysian authorities here can do is they give you steps on how to complain to Facebook, for example. They give you the steps where to complain, and this information is not legit. So there are steps there on the Suruhanjaya Komunikasi Malaysia. So at least people have some guide what to do. The next step is, since you can't stop these guys tarnishing, so the only thing you can do is you can sue them. You have the right to sue them. You can sue them for a high price. So at least they get scared to tarnish you further because they know it's not true. So
Okay.
you can't stop them. You can't stop them because it's beyond our control. It is beyond our control. But you can sue them and you can stop them from that.
Yeah, but
Doctor.
suing is a long and expensive process. What
Yeah,
if,
yeah.
like the lady in question, I don't want to sue them. I just want them to stop. Like, just leave me alone. Is there anything I can do to compel it? Or do I need to take action myself by hiring an ethical hacker and getting them to shut it down? Can I do that? Is it legal to do that?
You see, the thing is, ethical hackers, we are bound by the law. So, of course, I don't encourage this. You can get hold of an hacker, and yes, the hacker will do all the necessary steps to stop all this. But ethical hackers can't do much on this because we are bound by Bukit Aman police. But what if it's going very bad? Yes, there are hackers in the underground world. They can do a lot of stuff beyond the law, so they can stop this actually. Yes, you can.
But so I'm also
Wait.
guessing.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sure. Sorry. Allow me to take off my
Yes,
gloves
Amir.
and cut in. Okay. Now, what I'm hearing is actually, does Bukit Aman knows all these the list of ethical hackers? They have the list.
I was about to ask that.
I mean, like,
Have most of the list of the hackers. They have the list of ethical hackers, Bukit Aman. But
really?
if you're talking about private investigators, yes, they have all these underground lists. They have it actually.
I
Oh,
know
okay.
that.
But
Because
Dr. Lallan,
private
okay, now let me.
investigators, they do all.
Wait,
Yes,
Stop.
yes,
I
Amir.
know Dr. Lallan is registered with Bukit Aman because he's a registered ethical hacker.
Yes.
There's a lot of training for government ministries and private corporations as well. So he is registered. So he's a safe person to go to in this respect, right? But I think
Yep.
the danger would be if people go to an unethical hacker who could do bad as well as good. And it's not like there's credentials.
True.
You know?
Yes.
So it's like, tarnishing your
So, like I said,
Hello, Dr. Lallan.
Yes,
Dr. Lallan, can you hear
I can
me?
hear you, Amir, but I can't hear you now.
Oh, okay, right. Now,
You're
taking
breaking
things
off.
into... Okay, now, is it better? Can you hear me now? Hello, Dr. Lallan?
You're breaking off.
Breaking up. Now, is
Yes,
it better? Okay. Okay, right. Now,
a bit, a bit.
a bit. Okay, now, going to the police and make a report. Okay, I can tell you like that. Take about 2 hours. Okay, and then going to SKMM and making a report takes away about half a day. I mean, half a day of a job. Okay, right? So like lawyers like myself,
True.
1 hour is 300. 1 hour of product. If you see client lah, 300 for example, right? Some lawyers they charge about 500. So half a day is about what 3,000 down the drain. And then to meet another lawyer to write
Betul?
a cease and desist letter, it will take about what? Buka file dah 2,000. Kan? No, I
Betul?
mean like
Yes. Yep.
can we just send I mean like what Sharina, I echo what Sharina's sentiment. Just meet the person and say, hey, what's the problem with you? Can't you just take this thing down? What's so difficult? Or is it they actually they want the attention and they want to go to jail because under section 2331 233 subsection 1 of the SKMM Act, MCMC Act stipulates that if you somebody posts something offensive or something embarrassed, they can be jailed for 1 year and fine of 50,000. I mean, is that a better route to go through? Make it criminal.
That's the better route actually. Because you can't bring down the people who are punishing you. For example, the blogs. The blogs are actually out of our country. So you can't bring down and easily, it's not easy, it's not so simple. Unless, like I said, if you have some kind of underground hackers, yes, they can do something about it. But if you're doing something legal, I don't encourage people to go to real hackers. It's things get more complicated if things go out of control. It's best to go to the authorities and get things properly done by the law. So at least you can get compensated. Even if it takes time, it's okay. So there are some cases that I've done like this. Some people, they have transferred money also. They have transferred money to a boyfriend, and that person has actually, running around with the money here and there, hiding here and there. So what I did was, as an ethical hacker, I tried to gather as much evidence I can to help this person. So what the lawyers and the judges can do is they can just pass a Ganesha law. Pass a Ganesha law to block that account so that person can't release the money. So what I'm saying is some such couples, they have transferred the money to the boyfriend and the boyfriend just walks away with the relationship. So this boyfriend has the money. So gathering evidence is the ethical hacker's job, and the law will take action accordingly. So the lawyer has to file a Ganesha law, as far as I know. The Ganesha law, you know what happens. The whole bank account gets blocked, right? But another thing is that, of course, if the person knows all this, then they'll start to tarnish you. They start to tarnish you. Again, you can still take action on it. Believe me, they will start to tremble when they come to court. Definitely, they'll tremble because it's wrong. Something they're doing is wrong. It's not right. Back to you, Amir.
Aiza, now I've got a question for you. Now, in this Korean drama of the world of the married couple, we see that Dr. Sanwoo, the main character in this movie, she joined the women's club for a women's association for networking purposes. Now, I know you are a chairman of WINA, which is a Women Entrepreneurs Networking networking group. Can you share with us, if Dr. Sanwoo is in Malaysia, right, what are the 3 networking group platforms in Malaysia that is suitable for her, for her to build up a network? Because business owner, they always play the game of OP. How to start a company? OPM, other people's money. How to jumpstart business is to use OPN, other people's network. The only OP that I would discourage people to use is OPW and OPH, other people's wife and other people's husband. So I just like to ask you, if you want to tap on the other people's network, the OPN, what in Malaysia, what is the best platform?
Okay, thank you, Amir. So for Malaysia, we are very relationship focused. So we do business with people that we know and people that we trust. Right. So it takes time. You cannot simply join an association and then expect people to be able to work with you. So there are two types of networks that you want. So either it's going to be a support network. So usually the women network are just there for support. So we don't because a woman comes with all aspects of life. So it's not just business alone. So when we join a women's association, we always talk about everything that surrounds the woman. So it's not just business, it's also coping with life, it's issues that they're facing right now. If you want a purely business network, then that's why, like people like me, I also join BNI because there I don't talk about myself as a woman, I talk about my business only. So I would say that those are the two major networking groups that women go to. So another one would be if you want to do purely charity work. So then you join an association that does charity and focuses on charity. So all of them are networks, right? That's it.
Okay, can I do I have your permission to take my gloves off and start to ask you hard hitting question? I'm taking off my glove, a kid glove right now. Do I have
Yes.
your permission?
Sure.
Because they say the trainers are like Dracula. Before they do anything, they must ask for permission. Right, Dr. Lallan?
No, trainers are very kind people. Serious.
No. Trainers are like vampires. You see, vampire in all the Western movies, before they go into the house, they always ask for permission. So, I mean, as a trainer, I'm very sensitive to this. So, okay. So, Aiza, I nak tanya jangan marah. I'm going to ask a question now. Actually, it's a networking platform, actually. Is it a good place to find a life partner? Kalau macam Dr. Sanwu kan, she's a divorcee kan. She goes to a networking event or networking platform. Is it a good place to meet people tak? Quality people? Long lasting, people who subscribe to the value, who are ethical. What's your thought on this?
It depends. I mean, like if you go to a women networking group, there are no men in that. It's just women. Unless we have an event where we open it up, or unless you're into women, then you go there. You know. So if I don't know, it depends. I know my friends who are expats. They
Looks like we lost Aiza, but can I sit in and answer some of this too? Okay, Aiza's
Yeah.
back.
Okay, Aiza, sorry, continue, Aiza, continue.
Okay, so it depends on what you want. So there are all kinds of networks out there, right? So, but a business network, BNI, we have many cases where they find their life partners because we're big enough. In Wena, it's not the place that you go to find a life partner because we hardly let men in.
I got you. So actually, joining a networking platform, actually, you have what we call a filtered people. I mean, of certain credibility and certain standing in business. And if it happens to be somebody that made your heart skip a beat, so be it, lah kan? Am I correct on that?
But because I'm a very focused person, so if I go into something, it's for a specific reason. So I choose my network carefully.
Okay, no worry. So attending a network meeting like Dr. Sanwu, if she attend a networking platform or networking event, and if she happen to meet somebody that makes her heart skip a beat, so be it, lah kan? I mean, it's a good sign, right?
Sure. Whatever makes you happy is fine.
I think maybe Amir is getting at you would be less likely to meet a scammer if you're attending a networking event. I'm assuming, yeah. And I can think of at least 3 marriages that have happened because they go to a networking group. But I would like to say this is the exception, it's not the norm. Because, like Isa said, we're there to do business, we're not there to meet our life partner. It's not a dating app, you know?
Yeah.
So focus on what's important, lah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
And
it
also
gets
you
really
tend to find, you tend to find in Malaysia that the community is so small. You know, once you start doing these funny things, everybody will know about it. You'll be blacklisted within no time.
I'm
In
with you.
other words, behavior.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Both Aiza and Sharina. So sure, your turn to take on Dr. Lallan.
I already asked my 2 questions, sudah. I did.
But
I
I
did.
have a
It's
question.
very. Oh, yep.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
Dr. Lallan. You see, now we have a lot of apps like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, kan? So some people they like to shake you lah. They like to shake. So they put on some posting, some video, something which tarnish your reputation. You know, certain industries like lawyers, right? Reputation is very important. I mean, not only lawyers, accountant, any professional, their reputation is actually is their goodwill. It's like the name Coca-Cola. It sells. You know. So once somebody decides they have the sinister agenda of putting things online, trying to make your name bad, you know, putting on slandering and so on. So boom, 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 boom. So what you mentioned is to report to the police, SKMM, and so on. Am I correct on that?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. Now, what I heard, I don't know, subject to correction, I stand corrected, is if I sort of like call all my friends, say like I'm in BNI, I call all my BNI Ampang friends, report that particular posting to maybe Facebook or to Instagram, that account will be closed. Is that true, Dr. Lallan? Can you confirm that?
Yes, it's true. So you need a community of your supporters, or maybe about few people. You can jointly complain to Facebook and to the particular social media. Not all social media, to a particular social media. But of course, you need evidence and proof, lah. Because Facebook needs some kind of proof that this person is trying to character assassinate you. I think this fall under character assassination. So you can actually report, yes, but in a few group of people. Yes, it does.
Okay, now say for example, like a person has been slandered. So he goes by the book, he goes to the police station, make the police report, go to SKMM, make the report. But suddenly nothing happens after 1 month, 2 months, you know, and people start asking, hey, Amir, this video correct? You know, I mean, like already go like one people ask, okay lah, 10 people ask, ayo, 20 people ask, 50 people ask, then become, self MCO. Don't go out of the house, right?
Well, that's why I said to you, when this kind of videos are being slandered over you, so you should keep on creating new videos about yourself. That's the only way to solve it. Keep creating new videos about yourself so that those videos will be forgotten. So they'll see the latest video. So if you're not active, then they'll see that old video again and ask you questions about it. So you have to keep on adding new videos until that old video is being forgotten. That's a strategy. It's one of the strategies.
Okay, so what this person should do is make a new video, and so that try to bury the old video, so the old video comes. Okay, right.
It's forgotten. Yes.
Okay, right. Okay. Cool. That's cool. Okay, I'm learning something new today, Dr. Lallan.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Next to you, Sharina. Any question to Dr. Lallan?
No, I think it's a really good idea what he said about burying videos or articles by putting a lot of other content. So I'm assuming that means when we have our own content that comes in and in and in, then the bad video or article kind of like goes to the second or third page on a Google search, for example, right? And
Yes.
nobody looks at the second and third page, right? People only look at the first page. So yeah, I really like that advice. That's really solid. Thank you. Very useful to know. Very useful to know.
But Dr. Lallan, you know, say that for example, like I'm a lawyer, right? For example, as a lawyer, now somebody has a bullet for me. There's a bullet, already write the name Amir Bahari. Okay? So make one video, hashtag, for example, KL Bar, hashtag Malaysian Bar, hashtag Syariah Lawyer, hashtag, all these hashtag. What's your thought on that?
Hashtag is really a killer. It really, because it spreads through the search engine. So that will take longer to take off. It takes really longer. One way you can do is engage a search engine expert, get a search engine expert, where you create your latest video. That search engine expert will override those kind of bad search engine being done. What I'm trying to say is let's say you take an expert of a search engine expert. He will take your new content, he will blast it across, he will hashtag it accordingly until the search engine being covered by the new video. So you need another search engine expert to help you on this because of the hashtag.
I think maybe
No
Aiza
more.
might also be able to weigh in on this. Aiza, what do you think?
Dr. Lallan. Dr.
Yes.
Lallan. So hashtag SEO costs money also. They're not free, you know.
Betul lah. So nothing is free. I mean,
So how much
There's
you're
nothing-
looking at? How much you're looking at?
try to negotiate with them. Try to go for at least 300 or 400 and try to settle it.
Or 300, 500 I can afford lah. Can lah. Okay.
Try to get something simple.
Something. Okay, now what about sleep me. Okay, Aiza, over to you, Aiza. Sorry, Aiza. Now, Aiza, can you share with us what are the 5 networking tips about people out there those who like to go into what we call other people's network? What tips can you share with them?
Okay, so I guess number 1, know what networks you want. And then number 2, research the network before you join them so that you can see what kind of people they are. Number 3, I would say when you visit them for the first time, trust your gut instincts. If you don't feel like these are the people you want to hang out with, get out. You know, so it's never worth the connection to be with people that do not share your same ethics and values. So what's that? Number 4, have fun.
Oh no, we lost Aiza, and
Upfront.
she's back.
All right. So number 5, the key point is that we live in a very small community. Always protect your reputation. Thank you.
Fantastic, Aiza. Fantastic. Now, from your experience joining a business network organization like BNI, how has it helped you? What is one thing that BNI has helped you to become a better, skillful business owner? I'm going to do a round table on this. I'll start with you, Aiza.
It's me. Okay. So for me, it's the structure and the structure and the process that you have in place. So one of the reasons why I joined BNI, I joined again when I became president of my women association because I wanted to learn to put some structure to the NGO. So I found that BNI does this really well. They have implemented a amazing system, and though as an NGO we cannot follow exactly because we don't have the same kind of expectations of our members, but we can follow the good things. And
Sorry, Sharina, what do you learn from BNI, Share?
Well, it goes without saying that you can get a lot of business out of joining a group like BNI. I will say this, that you will get as much out of it as you put into it. So you need to commit to it in order to get that return. But in addition to the business knowledge and the business brainstorming and just being able to work with a lot of business owners, there's also a lot of relationship support in there. And I mean that if I have a problem at work, I can find like so many people that I can brainstorm that problem with from different perspectives and different specialties. And that's really, really helpful. But in addition to all of that, at a time when my life was probably almost at rock bottom, my friends in BNI are the ones who helped keep me together so I did not fall apart. And for that, I'm very grateful. There are some amazing people in my BNI chapter, and they have been instrumental in keeping Sharina in one piece a couple of years ago. So yeah, it's all about the people that you are spending time with. So choose very carefully what network you join.
Okay, right. Choose the right people carefully because they define you. Right, Dr. Lallan, how has BNI benefited you?
Oh, BNI has benefited me a lot, of course. For me, BNI is growth, right? So growth and discipline. So I like the part where I have to come 6:30 morning, and that really takes me up on discipline. So another thing is BNI, it's like a gym for me, like a business gym where I build my muscles in my business, right? Another thing I look at BNI is it's not like a shock sendiri thing. So I have 80 businessmen where I can see the type of businesses that are running there and how they are running the business and how they are profiting from their business. And any ideas I can share with them, and I can also see from their reaction of the idea. So I'm not like alone, not a one-man show. So I'm not like a Robinson Crusoe stuck in an island. So BNI tells me that I have a network of businessmen who are experienced. So let's say if I get other associates or other partners, so they don't see me like a one-man show. So they know that I have associates that are giving me the right advice. So my associates also know that I'm the right direction. And BNI has a lot of good structure that I've learned from them. And I like one thing about BNI is that the trainings are fantastic. It's like a world-class training that I'm going, and I'm improving my knowledge every week, every time. And I get to know the members there in BNI, and I get to build useful relationships. Back to you.
What I'm hearing, Dr. Lallan, building bridges, building bridges and going to the business gym every week. Wow. Okay, and for me personally, BNI has helped me to grow my business skills, and I look very much BNI from the perspective of resources. So it never, I never dreamt of having my own FB program, FB Live, you know. And actually, most of the members that supported me are from BNI. And not only from Ampang chapter, I had a few from Icon, we had from Primera. In fact, in my BM program is with Primera, with Eva. So actually, I could see that there are a lot of wisdom in BNI, and this is the kind of wisdom that I appreciate. And it is actually a very high quality. I mean, if I have to rate from 1 to 10, 1 from being like, bleh, and 10 from being like, woohoo, you know, I would easily rate a seasoned BNI member. That means 3 years and above. The way they speak, the way they carry themselves, easily it will exceed 8 or 9 on my scale. So I could see that BNI bring out the professional in me, and I could see that BNI actually is a good resource, not only in Malaysia but worldwide. I can go into any country. I've been to BNI Hong Kong, for example. I've been to the meeting, and I find it to be, and there's always something to learn in a BNI meeting, you know, and I find them to be very professional and and everybody subscribe to the same value. Well, we've come to the end of our program today. And as a parting note, Dr. Lallan, what advice would you like to give to our audience out there with regard to security, cyber security, hacking, for all the lonely hearts out there? What's your advice to them?
My advice is always, I mean, if you guys are very interested, always look out for videos or any information on computer security. Always keep updated about all the hackings that is taking place in the world. So, for example, there's any ransomware, keep track. So you don't know when your computers will get hacked and when your ATMs get hacked. We don't know. All right. So, like for example, simple thing like if your ATM is already hacked, so first thing is you report to the bank. So you need to get this kind of information. So always ask the bank what are the things that happens when you get hacked. Always get this information, get the latest information. And whatever on computers, try to go for small talks or small not workshops, small awareness talks. So at least you know what is currently happening in the computer world. So always keep alert and don't take things lightly on computer world, on computer network and security. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lallan. Don't take things for granted. Yeah, don't take things for granted. And Aiza, what is your advice to our audience out there with regard to?
I'm going to go with the lonely hearts topic too. So if you meet a guy online and he says he loves you and he needs money from you, you know that it's not true. It's a scam. Because a guy who loves you will not ask you for money first. Maybe later in life, but not in the first date.
Thank you, Aiza. It is a very, very loaded advice. So with that, I would like to thank both of our guest speaker, Dr. Lallan and Aiza. Thank you very much for joining in tonight. And thank you very much for illuminating us with your knowledge. And I would like to invite the audience out there, if you'd like to know more about Dr. Lallan, Aiza, myself, or Sharina, okay, you're most free to check us out at in our FB, BNI Ampang. or you can call me and be my guest and visit our chapter and to share our wisdom and see how you can profit from us. And with that, I would like to thank everybody. Happy Hari Raya Aizah, Selamat Raya in advance. Dr. Lallan, have a nice weekend. And with that, we end our program. Thank you very much and good night.
Thank you, Amir.
Most welcome, Dr. Lallan.